Hello, I'm back and I'm going to play some more games. I've recently just picked up Le Mans Ultimate and got a bit carried away, enjoying it a little bit too much. I picked myself up a Logitech G29 or the one, I can't, off the top of my head I can't remember, it was the Xbox version. I was very impressed. I mean, first time ever trying it, and I was like, yep, I like this, so I'm going to download some games. So I downloaded the Rally games and some F1 game, H125, and then a friend of mine who's playing this was like, try this one out. I was like, you know what, I will. And I was like, this is even better. So I recently purchased myself the Moser R5 bundle from Currys. So I'm so happy with it. I'm getting my level up very slowly, encountering some strange bugs and errors, but otherwise, here it is. Oh no, turn it down. There you go. Turn it off, it might be too dark. So I'll turn it down. I've got my wheel. Nothing special. So there's the wheel, the base wheel that you get from the bundle. I might look at getting myself the KS wheel. We shall see. I'm in the process at the moment of what's the word? 3D printing accessories for all this. Well, currently this is having an absolute heart attack. So yeah, I'm currently playing around with Sim Dashboard or Sim Hub. Sorry, Sim Hub. If anyone's unaware, there's a program for PCs called Sim Hub. And you can use old devices. For instance, like this is an old, I'm pressing buttons, Samsung phone, the Samsung Flip, and currently, oh, it's having a heart attack. So I'm also using an old tablet I've got here. I got off Temu. Same principle, you can use any of the dashboards. I've currently got the race statistics, so it's showing me my tyre pressures, where I am in the rankings, also locations on the tracks, and so forth. At a glance, it's quite hard to see because it's really small font. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, qualifier, so let's go. So I did a race a couple of days ago, first time using the hypercars. Not a huge fan of them, but it was fine. Did pretty well, to be honest. I think I came 14th, or was it 9th? I can't remember. But otherwise, yeah. I am using the Lamborghini. I did purchase the DLC for the Lamborghini. Oh, cold brakes. And hopefully in the next, possibly end of the month, we'll see how finances are. I won't mind buying myself the Lamborghini wheel. I currently am in the process of 3D printing the Formula wheel. I know you can buy it for about £40, but I've got a 3D printer and a load of filament, so why not? I'll give it a go. But I do like the KS wheel. I think I might definitely get that, but we'll see which one's first. If I'm correct, you only get two tries on this track as for qualifier. If it's one try, it'll be slow because the tyres take forever to get to temperature. But I digress. Let's see how we get on. Right, so here we are. Yeah, one lap. Didn't get a decent time at all. Well, didn't even get a decent time. Didn't even manage to get round to the second lap. Got about halfway around the track before it had gone. So no times. So I'm 17th on the grid. So I'm just going to start in the PID. Right. Knowing my luck, I've brought
green flag.
I buy the app after having it for a couple of weeks, and 2 days later it don't work. Right, so they all passed nearly. Green light, we can go straight out. Let's go. Tyres are at least at temperature. Originally I turned all this off on the screen because it's not realistic enough, but turns out I was missing some vital information, so I've had to turn it all back on. Yeah, I don't like having the speedo on the screen. I don't know, because it's in front of me. But then, to be honest, I get the tyre gauge and temperature gauges of, so decided to turn that back on. Don't like this corner. Absolutely hate it. I tell you, the acceleration on this is going straight. TC power cut. Turn it down to 2. Let's see if that's any better. So for the last few days I've been trying to get my driver rank up, back up should I say. So I got it to B3 around halfway, and I ended up doing the Logitech challenge or whatever the one it's called, and encountered just errors and bugs. I was getting penalty points for no reason. Come out the pit and get an error penalty point as soon as I left the line, even though I wasn't speeding or anything. Auto limiters enabled, and I was getting stop go penalties or DT penalties constantly. So I lost a load of driver's rank on that. Then I did the track again because it seemed to just keep going, giving me the same track. It wasn't rotating through, and because I dropped down a rank and I was now in B2, and with people who were in not as, what's the nicer word of saying it, not as good, there was accidents. And I remember going around a corner and someone's spoiler was on the floor. I hit it, it spanned me out, I hit the barrier. After that, everything, the rest of the race was fine, not too bad, and I had gone down again because I had impact. And then I did the race again, and what was it? Someone literally rammed me from behind, spun me out. I hit the barrier and continued. I had to limp back to the pit, got repaired, carried on with the race, and it flagged me as high accidents and dropped me down to B1. I was absolutely peeved. I was like, nope, I'm done. I came off, didn't go back on for a couple of days, then came back on. Right, I'm not doing that track no more because obviously there's something very wrong with it. So I decided to just focus on this map track. And after about 5 races, 6 races, I managed to get my ranking back up. And here we are. Like I say, I'm not the best at this. I used to play Need for Speed back in the day on the PlayStation, but that was about it. Otherwise, I've never tried with a wheel, minus arcades. I like driving cars in real life, don't get me wrong. I've got myself a nice limited edition car, literally the only one in the UK. It's not very powerful. Well, it's 220 horsepower from the factory. Finding parts for it's a nightmare, but otherwise don't drive it much. But I do have motorbikes, so I like my motorbikes. Still have my CBR 600. Love that thing. Won't be going nowhere. I've had other ones before. They've come and gone, but I've still got the CBR. I used to race go-karts when I was younger, twin engines, but we are talking 25 years ago or so now, so it's been a while. Anyone watching this, if you didn't know, I am actually part of a airsoft team. We are called the Tactical Dads. We have our own, another YouTube channel full of videos. We travel around the UK, go to different sites, big events, so forth. And one of the other members, one of the other dads, he's also into his sim racing and has been for a few years now. So he does live stream. I might try if I get the time, but I've got kids floating around all over the place and don't have my own space. But he does live stream, and yeah. I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description to his Twitch channel if you're interested. And for the Airsoft channel, I'll definitely put a link in the description, even though it's probably on the screen, which is the Tactical Dads Airsoft. We're all old ass men who pretend to be children. Put it that way. It's interesting, this is the first time I've drove on this map at night time. Track, map, whatever. Yeah, first nighttime race I've done. Yeah, very interesting. Don't know if I like it more or not, actually. I can sort the steering out on this car though. But then to be honest, I think I've been so used to the hypercar on this track, so I did about 6 races. I even got my fastest lap I got was a 3:58 in the hypercar. Got very used to it. I knew when to brake, how to take the corners, but this is the first time with the GT3 car. Feels alien. Has nowhere near as much grip. So I really don't like that corner. I've wiped out a few times on that corner. This guy in front of me is really pushing. Is he going to make a mistake there if I get too close? Oh, if anyone's wondering why I'm not using the shifters, I completely forgot, to be honest, because when I was getting my ranking back up, it was quite late at night. Obviously, I'm in my bedroom. Don't want to be hearing click, 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 click. It was bad enough driving with a flat spot on the tyre and the whole steering wheel vibrating my desk. Oh, I fucked up, he fucked up, we all fucked up. Don't know what I did there. Oh, it loses traction so easy, this car. .417. And there we go.